at last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Great job.
Good job. I didn't know that was you saying that.
All right, good evening, Mustang fans. I'd like to welcome everyone to MustangsTV.com for tonight's game featuring the Mustangs from Loretta against the Cornersville Bulldogs. Mustangs were victorious against the Bulldogs yesterday at Cornersville, and hopefully we can get another win tonight, Josh.
Yeah, you like to think you can follow up a win like that and come back the next night and still beat the same team, but different night, different game, and you never know how kids are going to come out and play the following day. So definitely a better night to play than what we had Monday night.
No doubt about it. Great night for baseball. It's warm. But it's a little coolness in the air. Just an overall great night for baseball here in Mustang country. Got Mr. Umpire walking to the plate. Got starting pitcher tonight, Hunter Blue, on the mound taking his warm-up tosses. Mustangs warming up in the infield, throwing the ball around, and a great night for baseball.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and run down the lineup for the Mustangs. Leading off for the night be number 8, Jake Sharpton. Number 2 hitter tonight, number 4, second baseman Austin Hobbs. Batting third will be the shortstop, number 13, Miles Burks. Cleanup hitter, first baseman Nicholas Green. DHing for Hunter Blue, the pitcher, will be number 17, Mason Purser. Third baseman will be number 42, Brandon Gillespie. Batting 7th. And playing right field will be Chance Kennedy. The catcher tonight, number 14, Evan Robbins. And number 9 hitter will be the left fielder, number 3, Nicholas Kirsteins. So, top 3 hitters coming in tonight for Cornersville will be the shortstop, number 2, Tate Lowry, followed up by the left fielder, number 3, David Looney, and the center fielder, number 20, Tyler Lowry. So,
we have had the throw down to second. Mustangs throw the ball back to Blue, and we're about ready to get this one started.
Good crowd here tonight. I know Monday night we were all bundled up with our little temporary space heaters up here, and tonight I've got on shorts and a short sleeve shirt, so it's definitely a stark contrast. So Blue set on the rubber, getting ready for the opening pitch. Wind up in the pitch. Fastball is going to be a little low and be ball 1 to Lowry. Lowry, left-handed batter rather, and the Blue right-handed pitcher. Wind up, pitch number 2, a little high, 2-0 the count.
Blue has his sign. Wind up and the pitch. Strike number 1, says Mr. Umpire.
2-1 is going to be the count to Lowry. Got a few Lowrys on the lineup, so I'm sure they are all related. 2-1 pitch now to Lowry. A little low outside, 3-1 now. They count. Don't want to start off the game with a walk. That's always a old baseball rule. You don't walk the leadoff hitter of an inning.
That's right.
3-1 pitch now. Fouled away back to the backstop by Lowry. It's going to run the count full 3-2. Got a Cornersville Bulldog running down the foul tip back behind the screen. Top of the first here, Loaded Lions Club. 3-2 pitch to Lowry. Little off-speed pitch, chomped down to third. Gloved right there by Gillespie. Throw over to first, got him in time for out number one here in the top of the first. Nice play right there by the third baseman to move to his left right there, snag it, still gained his balance, and threw it to first in time. That's going to bring up the number 2 hitter for Cornersville. It's going to be number 3, the left fielder, David Looney. Nice start right there for the Mustangs. Blue already getting set. First pitch, low in the dirt, ball 1. You'd like to see maybe Hunter get ahead of them a little bit quicker than that. Don't get behind in the count and let them sit on good pitches. So 1-0 pitch high, but he chased it. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Hard to stay off those high balls like that.
Yeah, they look great coming in.
1-1 pitch to Looney. Inside, called ball 2, 2-1 now. The count. Blue already working quick now, already on the rubber. Getting the sign from Robbins. Wind up in the pitch. Fastball line back up the middle. Gets underneath the glove of Miles Burks, and that's going to be a single right there for David Looney. Cornersville now will have a runner on. Single right there is going to bring up the center fielder, number 20, Tyler Lowry. Infield getting the signs now from Evan Robbins, the catcher. Runner yet to take his lead now as Ballou will work from the stretch. Runner away from first now. Decent little lead. Ballou going to throw him back over, chasing back. Green will hold the tag for a little extended period, but nonetheless back now to Ballou. Let's see now if Looney will get a little bit bigger lead. No, stayed pretty short so far. Hunter gives him a look over there. First pitch now, going to be high, ball 1. Lowry, the left fielder, right-handed batter. Getting the sign down here from his third base coach. Looney now leads away from first. Still about the same size lead he has. Blue's still going to throw back over. Looney back safely.
Making sure they don't get too much of a lead over there.
Yeah, he hasn't really stretched it out yet, so he's got back pretty easy both times, and he hasn't extended it still. So the 1-0 pitch, high and inside, ball 2. So once again, we've got Hunter. He's already working behind so far all 3 batters he's faced so far here in the top of the first. Looney away from first. Blue deals home. High. Ball 3. 3-0 the count. You got to think Lowry here will be taking.
Oh, yeah.
Hunter gets set from the stretch. 3-0 pitch. High ball forward. He's going to walk Tyler Lowry on 4 straight. Puts runners down first and second for Cornersville. We'll bring up the cleanup hitter, the catcher, number 7, Aaron Fox. Fox also a right-handed hitter. Mustangs making some slight adjustments out in the outfield. Going to slide over more towards right. Got a timeout from the catcher.
Yeah, good conference right here. Going to make sure everybody's on the same page and talk a little strategy.
Well, usually what they got right there, first time runner gets on second, they'll talk about the pitching signs. They'll probably go to a instead of a first pitch like you normally have with nobody on or runners at first and third, they'll go to a second or a third pitch indicator just to keep that runner out there at second honest from relaying the pitch up to the batter. Fox now digging in, runners at first and second. First pitch now, fastball called strike 1.
Definitely taking all the way right there.
Yeah, he's so far he's thrown 9 balls to only 4 strikes. So Cornersville, I think, probably going to be a little patient. 0-1 pitch now from Ballou. Another fastball low. Going to even the count at 1. Neither runner getting a huge lead out there. We've got Burks keeping him pretty honest out there at second. 1-1 pitch from Hunter. Going to be ground ball over to the short second baseman right there. Bobbled it a little bit, throws over to first. Gets the runner in time right there for out number 2. Both runners will advance, though. That's going to put Looney now to third. That's going to move Lowry up to second. Out number 2 in the inning. That's going to bring up the number 5 hitter, the right fielder, Hunter Talley. 2 away, top of the first. Cornersville, though, with 2 in scoring position. Talley going to call time. Blue taking a little too long. Talley now back in the box. Blue will toe the rubber. Looks into Evan, gets a sign. First pitch to Talley. Little off-speed pitch right there, grounded between the hole on the left side. 1 run is in. Coach is going to hold the runner coming from second up right there. Cornersville on the board first after a 2-out single by Talley.
Got through her shortstop and third baseman right there.
Yeah, he just pulled it in the hole right there. Done a good job of hitting. Jumped on looked like what was a changeup that kind of stayed high right there by Hunter, and nonetheless, good piece of hitting by Talley to pull it in the hole. Cornersville up 1-0, 2 outs here, top of the first. Next batter up will be the first baseman, number 16, Kurt Taylor. Taylor, good-sized kid, right-hand batter. Runners at first and third. First pitch from Ballou. Runner from first going to go. Pitch going to get away from Robbins. 1 run will score. Talley will move his way to second. Cornersville now on the board, 2-0. Looked like what was trying to be a little breaking ball right there. Come up about a foot short right there. Robbins couldn't slide in front. That allowed Lowry to score from third. Ball 1 now to Taylor. Digs in and waits for the 1-0 pitch. Change up right there, outside corner. Called strike 1. Count now moved to 1-1. Good pitch, good location right there, down and away. Taylor right there crowding the plate pretty good, so let's see if Hunter can work inside. That pitch right there is going to be high. Ball 2. 2-1 the count.
He's got to try to work on the batter that's up there.
Yeah, that run at second, you can't worry about him. 2 outs. 2-1 pitch now to Taylor. Pulled, yanked right here down the left side. It's going to run the count to 2-2. That pitch was out on the outside corner right there. Taylor tried to pull it. Barely even got any contact made on the ball. 2 outs. Here, top of the first, 2-2 count to Taylor. Blue to the plate, ground ball, slow roller right there. Going to be picked up by Burks. Burks long throw over to first, stretched out right there by Nick Green. And that's going to retire the sign here, top of the first. Now before Cornersville will score 2 off of 2 singles right there. After the top of the first, Cornersville 2, Loretta 0.
Elite Sports in Loretto, Tennessee offers serious sports training for athletes of all ages. Our hands-on training approach can increase core strength and stability while maximizing power and agility. Call John Passarella, 256-710-7412 for speed and agility training, or David Weathers, 931-279-0574. Call today. Elite Sports, we're training the best athletes for tomorrow.
Got a story about Aaron Ayton I need to tell you about it. He walked up to me and he said, Coach Toner, and I said, yeah, Aaron. He said, if we're going to win, you're going to have to be here more. Ty Gray made 24 tackles. Later on, he told me, well, Coach, I finally did what y'all told me, started reading that guard like I was supposed to, and I made all them tackles that night. He's one of the few kids I ever let play that had long hair, too. But he said he was Samson, so I wasn't going to argue with him.
At Southern Craft Manufacturing, our commitment to choice sets us apart. Using both old-world craftsmanship and modern techniques, we proudly provide the finest quality and greatest value caskets in the industry. Founder Rodney Robinson is a third-generation casket manufacturer, providing the highest quality finished product. Call toll-free 800-413-1778, Southern Craft Manufacturing on North Main Street in Loretto, Tennessee.
Your #1 Mustang fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services, a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Loretto Insurance Services in Loretto today, 931-853-7126. Go Mustangs and Lady Mustangs from LHS Boosters Club, dedicated to Mustang athletics.
Back here on MustangsTV.com. Mustangs now up to bat. Number 8, Jake Sharpton, going to lead it off.
Sharpton already had 2-0 right there. We got pitching for Cornersville. It's going to be the lefty. That's going to be Jody Sullivan. Sullivan already behind 2-0 to Sharpton. Leadoff hitter, left-handed batter on the plate right there. Called strike one now. The count 2-1. Nice fastball right there by Sullivan. Jake now getting the sign. Coach Lamb down here. Digs back in. Waits the 2-1 pitch from Sullivan. Another fastball. Jams him in off the hands. Sharpton fouls it off the left side out of play. Count now 2-2.
Sharpton gets his sign. Now steps back in the batter's box.
Sullivan wind up. 2-2 pitch to Sharpton. Fouled back straight to the net. Count will stay 2-2. So far, both pitchers working pretty quick so far. So game's moving along pretty good. Sullivan now gets set, wind up. 2-2 pitch to Sharpton. Change up. Sharpton back up the middle to the shortstop. Glove right there. Throw to first for out number 1. Good contact right there by Jake, just right at the shortstop. He makes the throw over for the first down here in the bottom of the first. That's going to bring up now number 4, the second baseman, Austin Hobbs. Austin had a good game the other night as we had the Mustangs play here. I think he had 2 or 3 hits right there. He's going to swing and miss at the breaking ball right there on the first pitch, strike 1. Sullivan kind of pulled a chain on that one. Bottom just dropped out of it, and Austin swung right over top of it. 0-1 pitch now to Austin. Another curveball. Austin will lay off that one. That'll run a count now to 1-1. Sullivan already set. Sign from the pitcher now. 1-1 pitch. Fastball high. Ball 2. 2-1 the count here. Bottom of the first. Cornersville up 2-0. Mustangs now batting here in the bottom of the first. 2-1 pitch high. Ball 3. Austin should see a pretty good.
Yeah, 3 balls, 1 strike. I'm looking all the way.
You got to be setting fastball right here. 3-1 pitch is going to be high. Mustangs will have their first base runner of the night. 5-pitch walk right there for Austin Hobbs. That's going to bring up the shortstop, number 13, Miles Burks.
Number 13, Miles Burks.
Miles already stepping in right here. Right-hand batter, Austin Hobbs. Lead away from first. A lot of times they want to get a throw over quick just to see what kind of move the lefty has. Instead, Sullivan's going to come home, deliver strike 1 to Miles Burks. Hobbs leads back away from first after getting the sign from Coach Lamb. Stretches the lead out just a little bit more. Got to lean back to first. He wants the pitcher to throw over. Instead, he's going to deliver back. Burks late on the fastball. It's going to be strike number 2. Catcher going to throw down to first, but Hobbs is back safely. Miles are going to have to speed it up just a little bit quicker if he wants to catch up with that fastball. 0-2 pitch from Sullivan. Another fastball. Burks going to foul it straight back out over the net. Count will stay 0-2.
Sullivan looks over the first. Now steps on the rubber.
Yeah, Austin kind of faked like he was going to go last time. You want to see what the lefty's got move-wise, and he ain't threw over yet. So, oh, we got a balk right there. Nice job by Austin. He kind of faked. As soon as Sullivan comes set right there, and he got Sullivan to flinch. Mr. Henry Phillips called a balk right there, and that's going to move Austin down to second.
He was right on top of it, too.
Sullivan already getting set now. The 0-2 pitch home to Burks. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. It's going to keep Hobbs at second. Count now runs to 1-2 to Miles. Miles right here, you want to see if you can take something to the right side, move Austin over, and potentially score a run. Fastball up and away, ball 2. Both infielders for Cornersville playing pretty close to the bag, so Austin got a short lead away from second. Sullivan now 2-2 pitch to Biles. Driven into center. Center fielder goes back. Hobbs looks to tag up. Catch is made. Austin going to fake like he's coming to third. Strong throw right there by the center fielder. That's going to keep Hobbs at bay at second. Fly out to center right there to Burks. That's going to be out number 2. That's going to bring up the first baseman, number 23, Nick Green.
Green coming in, the big lefty.
See if we can't get a base hit right here, getting the Mustangs on the board. Cut the lead in half. Lefty versus lefty matchup. First baseman, he's going to back up a little bit with a lefty in the box. First pitch to Green, off-speed pitch in the dirt. Still gloved by the catcher right there for ball 1. Infielders now kind of split away. Jake can get a little bit more if he wanted to. 1-0 pitch up and away, ball 2. 2-0 pitch. You got to think Nick's going to be set on a fastball. 2-0 pitch from Sullivan. Fastball right down the middle, strike 1. Count now goes to 2-1.
Right down Broadway.
Green already digging back in. Sean Sullivan with a sign. 2-1 pitch. Up and away, ball 3. 3-1 now the count. Sullivan getting set, looks in, checks Hobbs at second. 3-1 pitch to Nick. Fastball low and away. Catcher going to throw back to second, trying to pick Austin off. Austin back in time as Nick Green draws the 2-out walk. It's going to put runners at first and second for the Mustangs, and that's going to bring up the DH, number 17, Mason Purser. Right-handed batter is Mason. See if he can't do a little damage right here. A little surprise. Cornersville's going to hold Green at first with 2 outs right there. Mason's going to line one in the hole. It's going to pit past the shortstop. Austin Hobbs will score easy. Nick Green, he's going to come all the way to third as the left fielder bobbles the ball right there. Nick comes in standing up. Mason's going to follow him into second. That's going to be an RBI single for Mason Purser. Mustangs now on the board. RBI single by Mason. He ripped the first pitch he saw right there past the shortstop. Left fielder bobbled the ball out in the outfield. Allowed both runners to advance the base. Score now 2-1. Mustangs got the Bulldogs lead in half. That's going to bring up number 42, Brandon Gillespie, the third baseman for the Mustangs. Hit here could score 2. First pitch to Brandon, curveball in for strike 1. He'll score 1. I got to think, depending on how far it is, Coach Lamb may send Mason as well. 0-1 pitch to Brandon. Another curveball, 0-2. Pretty good pitch right there by Sullivan. He's thrown out a lot already in the first inning, and the bottom is just dropping out of the curveball. 0-2 pitch to Brandon now. Fastball called, strike 3. And that's going to end the bottom half of the first for the Mustangs. Mustangs put 1 on the board off of 1 hit. Leave 2 after the first inning. Cornersville 2, Loretta 1.
We knew we were going to have a pretty good football team here. And then, of course, we went to Lawrenceburg. Loretta had never beaten Lawrenceburg, and when Donnie ran that touchdown, all of a sudden she said things started flying up in the air and all this kind of stuff, and my wife just prayed that somebody wasn't holding the baby. They'd probably thrown the baby up in the air too. That was a great night for the city of Loretta and the town of Loretta. You know, it put us on the map, basically, and the kids knew that, too.
Teresa Duncan, Lawrence County Register of Deeds, is proud to support today's student athletes.
Trust Neal Funeral Home in your time of need. Locally owned, family operated. 762-9447.
Diverse fabrication, from customer-driven ideas to finished product. Call 853-5300. Think diverse.
For auto repair, Randy's Body Shop, 853-4320. We specialize in hard-to-please people.
For your home, shop Green's Furniture Store Incorporated in Loretto. New furniture, appliances, and electronics are waiting. Shop brands such as Maytag, Lazy Boy, Amana, GE, Toshiba, Ashley, and more. Open 8:30 to 5 Monday through Saturday, closed on Thursday. Toll free 877-853-6140 or locally 853-6140. Green's Furniture Store, offering quality and service since 1944.
Back there falling behind the hitters early. 1-0 pitch from Hunter. Nice pitch right there outside corner, strike one. Nice little backdoor breaking ball to the lefty. Runs the count even at 1. 1-1 pitch now to Sullivan. High, ball 2. 2-1 to count. Top 3 right here in the bottom of the second is going to be Sullivan, the third baseman Taylor, and the DH Crabtree. 2-1 pitch to Sullivan. Fastball. They're going to say Sullivan came around right there. 2-2. Now the count. Personally, I thought the pitch was a strike as it was.
Looked pretty good.
Blue getting set now for the 2-2 pitch to Sullivan. Breaking ball right there. Sullivan pops it up. Robbins going to run out of room right there behind the plate. Count will stay 2-2. As Sullivan stays alive at the bat. Sullivan now digs back in and awaits the 2-2. Wind up and the pitch chopped out of play right over our heads. Count will stay 2-2. Sullivan doing a good job right here battling, keeping the bat alive. Two-two pitch now from Blue. Off speed in the dirt, now runs a count full, 3-2. Hunter gonna have to come at him right here. Three-two pitch now from Hunter. Up, ground ball back up the middle. Burks gets over right behind second base, throw over to first in time to retire Sullivan for out number 1 here in the bottom of the second. Good range right there by Miles.
Yeah, good play.
Picked the ball up just to the left of second base. Got his feet underneath him and made the throw for out number 1. That's going to bring up the third baseman, number 26, Ben Taylor. Taylor, right-handed hitter. Digs in and waits the first pitch from Hunter. Fastball in there for strike 1. From our vantage point up here, looks like Hunter's trying to work away from pretty much every batter. No matter what side of the plate, he's just trying to work the outside corner. 0-1 pitch. Going to be a little low, ball 1. Count runs even now, 1-1. 2-1 your score here, top of the second with 1 out. 1-1 pitch also in the dirt. Moves the count now to 2-1. Taylor never even steps out of the box after a pitch. He's ready to go. 2-1 pitch now from Blue. Driven back up the middle, but right at the center fielder. That's going to be Jake Sharpton. He's going to retire Taylor for out number 2. Ball was well hit, but Jake made about 2 steps to his left and made the out.
Good position.
That's going to bring up the DH, number 12, J.D. Crabtree. Crabtree also right-handed hitter. Steps in with 2 outs here, top of the second. Blue deals with him. Pitch low in the dirt, ball 1. You'd like to retire Crabtree right here. Next batter up will be the top of the order for Cornersville. 1-0 pitch, line drive to the left field. That's going to be a single for Crabtree. 2-out single right there for Cornersville.
Nice little hit right there.
Yeah, it was a nice hit. He went up. Ball was a little high, about chest high right there. He went up, got it, got on top of it, and drove it into left field. That's going to bring the leadoff hitter, number 2, Tate Lowry. Crabtree leads away from first, not very far. Blue gets set for the first pitch. Ball's going to be a little high, ball 1. One 0 pitch coming from Lowry. Swing and a miss, strike 1. No lead over there at all from Crabtree, so Blue's been able to focus on the batter so far. Blue gets set from the stretch, 1-1 pitch. Outside, ball 2.
Blue looking for the sign, now has it. Throw back to first, back in time.
Lowry, his first time up, grounded out to Kirstein's at third. Big hole over on the first base side. Let's see, hope we don't pull it over that way. 2-1 pitch now from Blue. Outside corner called, strike 2. Lowry had already give up on that pitch.
What would you throw him right here, Josh?
I'd keep it on the outside corner. And he does. Just off the plate. Ball number 3.
Not a bad pitch.
Good pitch, good location. It was down and away. He'd already given up on the second strike right there. It's going to run the count full 3-2, so Crabtree's going to get a head start over there from first. Blue now comes set, 3-2 pitch. Popped up down the left side. It's going to get out of play. Kirsteins runs out of room down the left side. And we'll redo everything again. 3-2, still the count. Crabtree now back over to first. He gets his lead. Blue gets a sign, throws over to Crabtree, back in time.
Beautiful night for baseball in Loretto, Tennessee.
3-2 pitch. Hit softly up the right side right there. Green gets it. Tosses over to Blue, but Blue can't get to the bag before Lowry does. That's going to be an infield single. That's going to move Crabtree up to second. Lowry will take over first right there with a single. Cornersville now, runners at first and second, 2 outs. Here in the top of the second, that's going to bring up number 3, David Looney.
Plays at first, second, or third.
Yeah, 2 outs. You just want to go with the shortest out you can get right here. First pitch called, strike 1. Robin's going to call time right there. He's going to go out to the mound, have a little talk with Hunter.
Looney steps back into the batter's box. Blue has a sign. Wind up and the pitch. Low for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs.
I'm a little surprised out there at second. Crabtree's not getting a very big lead at all for Cornersville. Blue gets set, 1-1 pitch to the plate called, strike 2. Another good pitch right there on the outside corner for Hunter. Runs the count out of 1-2. Looney single the first time up. This time ground ball left side, gloved right there by the third baseman. Throw it to first. In time to retire the side at the top. Cornersville threading right there and got 2 on, but nonetheless couldn't play to anybody. So after 1.5, Cornersville 2, Loretto 1.
Looking for a church to call your own? Look no further than Busby Church of God in Loretto. You'll find a caring congregation and ministries such as Climbing for Christ, Impact Student Ministries, and more. Join us for 10 a.m. Sunday School, worship at 10:45 and 6 p.m. Family Bible Study begins at 7 p.m. each Wednesday. We offer ministries for the whole congregation. Call Busby Church of God, 853-6518, or visit today.
General Sessions Judge Patricia McGuire, honored to serve Lawrence County in General Sessions, Juvenile, and Probate Courts.
Trust your smile to Dr. Kurt Abercrombie at Green Hill Family Dentistry. Call 853-5908.
Auto Credit of Lawrence County is your premier pre-owned car dealer. North Locust Avenue, Lawrenceburg.
C. Brown Equipment in Loretto, your local Kubota dealer and service center, 853-6927.
Riley's Restaurant in Loretto, specializing in the finest Southern food, 853-6909.
Lawrence County Trustee Kylie Weathers, committed to quality service for Lawrence Countyans.
For checking, electronic banking, loans, and more, First Metro Bank, Lexington, Alabama, member FDIC.
Shop and save at your local Superama, Loretto, Lawrenceburg, Summertown, for the freshest in produce and meats.
Back here on MustangsTV.com, Mustangs come to bat here in the bottom half of the second inning.
Mustangs will have Kennedy, Robbins, and Kirstein's 7, 8, 9 hitters here in the bottom of the second. Mustangs trail 2-1. Sullivan deals first pitch to the right-hander. Kennedy called strike 1. Sullivan's got some zip on the fastball. 0-1 pitch now to Chance. Curveball. Strike 2. With a fastball that Sullivan's got, that makes that curveball even better because it comes in like a fastball and all of a sudden it just bottoms out. About 8 feet short of the plate. Mustangs have swung over it all night. Sullivan now gets ready for the 0-2. Wind up and the pitch to Kennedy. Hall caught a ball right there, high I guess. Runs a count now to 1-2 to Chance.
Hey, we'll take it.
1-2 pitch to Kennedy. Another curveball. Chance managed to lay off on that one. It was in the dirt. Runs a count even 2-2. Good piece of hitting right there to see the spin on that curveball, lay off of it. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. That's going to be the first out here in the bottom of the second for the Mustangs. Second strikeout in the game for Sullivan. We'll bring up the catcher, number 14, Evan Robbins. Robbins, right-hand batter for the Mustangs. Gets a sign now from Coach Lamb before digs in. Sullivan gets his sign from the catcher. First pitch to Robbins, ball 1 high. Sullivan already on the mound. He's ready to go. Working quick so far. 1-0 pitch. Inside right there, ball 2. 2-0 now to Robbins. Sullivan gets that 2-0 pitch. Fastball called strike 1. 2-1 now the count to Evan. Wind up and the pitch. Fastball fouled back behind the screen. Runs a count to 2-2. Evans right there on that pitch, just couldn't get on top of it. Two count on the Mustangs catcher. Curveball right there is going to hit Evan right there in the leg. Right there in the calf. That's going to be a free base. Mustangs have one now on first.
Nicholas Kirstein's come up to bat now, and as a matter of fact, threw the ball back to the pitcher.
Umpire's going to check with Evan, make sure he's good to go. Mustangs will have a courtesy runner for Evan.
Taking one for the team.
Kyle, can you get a number over there on our courtesy runner?
Let's see. Can't see a number right now. We'll try to get him for you.
Kirstein's now the batter for the Mustangs. First pitch he sees, foul back to the screen.
I think that's going to be number 12, Bailey Flat, into run over at first base.
Okay. Bailey played second base the other night in the game here on Monday. Sullivan throws over to first, gets away from the first baseman. Bailey going to break for second now. Throw down to second. Not in time. Bailey Flat into second right there on the pound of throwaway.
Good heads-up play right there. He saw the ball get away from the first baseman and took off.
Good move right there by Sullivan, though. He had Bailey flat-footed. Nevertheless, Mustangs now runner with scoring position. Bailey, pretty healthy lead right there off a second. 0-1 pitch to Kirstein's. Breaking ball called, strike two. Nice pitch right there by Sullivan. Mustangs, if they can play the run here in the bottom of the second, will tie the score. 0-2 pitch to Nicholas. Fastball up and out, ball one. Nicholas back in. Getting set to see the 1-2 from Sullivan. Breaking ball stays high. Evens the count now, 2-2. Throw down all the way down to second, but Bailey back safely. Mustangs making Sullivan work pretty hard right there. He's extended the count in the last few batters this inning. 2-2 to Kirstein's. Fastball swung on and miss for strike three. That's going to be the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up the leadoff hitter for the Mustangs, number 8, the center fielder, Jake Sharpton. Jake, first time up, grounded out to short. See if we can put the ball maybe in the outfield right here and get a run in. Third strikeout on the game for Sullivan. 2 outs, bottom of the second. 2-1 your score. Cornersville currently leading. Sharpton now steps in. First pitch he sees. Breaking ball called, strike one. Pitch right there kind of hung in the zone. Jake went ahead and laid off of it, but was called strike one. 0-1 pitch now to Jake. Fastball up, ball one. Flat leads away from second. Adds to his lead. The 1-1 pitch coming in. Curveball stays up. 2-1 now the count to Jake Sharpton. Mustangs trying to get something going here with 2 outs. 2-1 pitch. Fastball stays up. That's ball 3. Jake should see a pitch he can sit on right here.
Yeah, should see a good pitch.
Right fielder's playing deep in right field. I like to see him pull something over the right side. 3-1 pitch comes in, fastball. Called strike 2, and that makes the count 3-2. Payoff pitch coming to Jake. High fastball right there. Jake battles it off, fouls it back off the screen. Stays alive here. 3-2. Sullivan now back on the rubber. Looks in and gets the sign. Comes set. 3-2 pitch. Fastball driven up to center. Center fielder coming left. Lays out right there. Can't make the play. That's going to score Flat. Jake Sharpton going to be into second with a double. Mustangs have now tied it. Second run right there for the Mustangs. That's going to be an RBI double for Sharpton as Bailey Flat comes in to score the second run for the Mustangs. Good effort right there by the center fielder Lowry. laid out there, just couldn't come up with a catch.
I thought he had it at
ball
first.
just kind of died out there. I thought it just wouldn't carry. Mustangs, though, in business, tie the score at 2 here in the bottom of the second. Sharpton now at second. We'll bring up the second baseman now, number 4, Austin Hobbs. Austin walked the first time he came up to the plate in the first and scored a run. Hit here, we'll score another one. First pitch to Hobson, curve ball right there, gets away from the catcher. Jake will move over to third.
Look what a hit will do.
Yeah, hit definitely scores one right here. And as I said, I can't believe how deep the right fielder's playing.
He is old back there, isn't he?
He's back there deep. 1-0 pitch to Austin. Fastball called, strike one out on the outside corner. 1-1 the count. Austin now gets set and waits the 1-1 from Sullivan. Fastball up and away, ball 2. Sullivan pretty much stayed ahead of the hitters in the first inning and second inning. He's had to battle. 2-1 pitch now from Sullivan. Ball's going to be up 3-1 now the count.
Hitters count right here.
Hobbs ahead. Sullivan now back working from the windup. 3-1 pitch to Hobbs. Fastball called, strike 2 at the knees. Runs a count full now, 3-2. Hit here will give the Mustangs a lead. 3-2 pitch to Hobbs. Fastball called, strike 3. And that's going to end the inning, but not before the Mustangs play to run right there. Leave a runner on third after 2. Cornersville 2, Loretto 2, back in 60 seconds.
Loretto Lions Club is a member of Lions Club International, the world's largest service club organization, with 46,000 clubs around the globe. Serving the local community, Loretto Lions Club gives sight through vision screenings and countless community projects. In addition to fighting blindness, the Lions Club work today includes aiding this community's seniors, children, and disabled. Loretto Lions Club, proud to serve this community and proud to support Loretto's Mustangs and Lady Mustangs.
Fox Sporting Goods in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee is your home for all sports equipment, clothing, and supplies. Call toll-free 888-272-0313 or locally 766-0313. Located at 203 4th Street, Fox Sporting Goods will customize your team apparel, trophies, and more to your specifications. Fox Sporting Goods, Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, your trusted professionals for all sports needs.
You are #1 Mustang fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services, a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life, to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Loretto Insurance Services in Loretto today, 931-853-7126. Go Mustangs and Lady Mustangs from LHS Boosters Club, dedicated to Mustang athletics.
All right, and we're back here on MustangsTV.com.
Lead off hitter in the top of the third for Cornersville will be the center fielder, Tyler Lowry. First time up for Lowry, he walked and scored a run. Blue getting set, first pitch now to Lowry, fastball up for ball 1. Hunter had a better second inning than they did the first, didn't give up anything in the second. Check swing right there, they're going to call a foul ball. Lowry tried to check his swing. Couldn't stop it in time. I think the ball right there hit off his foot. Rolled into play, so foul ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch to him. Breaking pitch, stays up top. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Two 2-1 pitch from Blue. Fastball stays up now, runs a count of 3-1. Hunter getting set now. Back on the rubber. 3-1 pitch. It's going to be low. Ball number 4, and Lowry will start off the top of the third for a walk for Cornersville. It's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, the catcher, Aaron Fox. First time Aaron came up to plate, grounded out to the second baseman. Looks down, gets a sign from the third base coach. Lowry leads away from first. Ballou checks him. Comes set. Comes home with a pitch. Ball stays up and away for ball 1. Fox now digs back in. Lowry from first. He's going. Hit and run right there. Fox fist one's into second. It's going to drop into right field. That's going to allow Lowry to move all the way over to third. Cornersville will be set down runners at first and third. Good piece of hitting right there by Fox on the hit and run just to get it in play. And a little Texas leaguer fell right there on the backside of the infield.
That was a good hit.
Courtesy runner right there is going to be number 1, Nate Hewitt. He's going to come in and run for the catcher, Fox. First and third from Cornersville. That's going to bring up number 10, the right fielder, Hunter Talley. Talley singled his first time up, RBI single. Digs back in for the second time. First pitch will be called strike 1. Hewitt at first, Lowry at third for the Bulldogs. Tie score 2-2 here, top of the third, nobody out. Ballou comes set. Hewitt goes from first, ground ball. Going to come off of Kirstein, on Gillespie, rather. That's going to allow a run to score, and runners advance up. Brendan right there just got a bad hop coming off the infield. Nonetheless, that's going to allow Lowry to score. Hewitt moves up to first. And we'll bring up the first baseman, Kurt Taylor, number 16.
That was a tricky ball to field, you know.
Yeah, when it come off right there, it hit right on the edge of the infield, and instead of coming up, it stayed low. Brandon had it go right there off the side of the glove. Taylor first time, grounded out to short. Skies a first pitch, up and out of play.
No balls, 1 strike.
Ballou now with a new baseball as Taylor digs back in. Hewitt leads away from second. 0-1 pitch in there, breaking ball, called strike 2.
Good pitch.
Very nice pitch. Blue now already on the rubber. Comes set from the stretch. 0-2 pitch in there. Pulled down the left side right there will be a foul ball. Count will stay 0-2. That's twice now that Taylor's done that. Pitch been on the outside of the plate. He still tried to pull it and just barely gets anything on it. See if Hunter works him back outside again. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball, swung and miss. They're going to say a tip right there. So Taylor will stay alive.
Looks like we got a little activity going on in the Mustangs bullpen.
0-2 pitch now to Taylor. High fly ball down the left side. Let's see if anybody can gain ground on it. They won't. It's going to get out of play. Can't will stay 0-2. KJ talked about a little action in the bullpen. It looks like Jacob Laws down there throwing for the Mustangs.
Lawsy.
Taylor staying alive right there. 0-2. He's fouled off 2 pitches to keep the bat alive. Runners at first and second from Cornersville take their lead. 0-2 pitch comes in. Fastball stays up and away. Ball 1. Cornersville scored 2 in the first, 1 here in the third. Mustangs have plated 1 run in each inning. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Ball in the dirt. Good job right there by Evan Robbins keeping the ball in front of him, and that's going to be out number 1 for Cornersville here. That's going to bring up the pitcher, number 23, Jody Sullivan. Sullivan grounded out his first time to short. First strikeout on the night for Hunter Blue. Runners at first and second, 1 out. 3-2 your score, top of the third. First pitch to Sullivan. Outside, ball 1. Sullivan already back in the box. Blue set for the 1-0 pitch. Sullivan fouls it off his foot. Evens the count at 1.
That looked painful.
That never feels good. It doesn't matter what foot you foul it off of. It's never a joy.
Always hurts the same.
It does. Especially when you get it right off the instep right there. Sullivan back in now. Awaits the 1-1 from Blue. Breaking ball, fouled out of play again. Count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. (3-2) your score here, top of the third. Blue now coming set on the rubber. Pitch home to Sullivan. He's out right there. The batter's out right there. Both runners will advance, but with 1 out, Sullivan right there is going to swing and miss. He's going to be retired. Second strikeout. 2 outs in the inning. Cornersville, though, now with runners at second and third. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Ryan Taylor. First time Taylor came out, he lounged out to the center fielder, Sharpton. Hit the ball well, but it's right at Jake. 2 outs now. Blue going to go back to the windup. First pitch into Taylor. Fastball called, strike 1. Good pitch right there from Hunter.
Yeah, that was a great pitch.
Robbins now giving Hunter the sign. 0-1 pitch. Slow roller up the third base side. Going to pick up. Oh, gets under the glove right there. Gillespie. 1 run will score. Runner 1 out will advance up to third. Cornersville now will stay alive after the E5. Lead now goes to 4-2. It's going to bring up the DH for Cornersville. J.D. Crabtree here with runners first and third. Mustangs could have got out of the inning right there. Just couldn't make the play. Blue back to the stretch. Crabtree digs in. Singled his first time up. First pitch in there called for strike 1. Nice little breaking ball. Looks like maybe a changeup, maybe. Taylor leads away from first. Tally from third. 0-1 pitch to Crabtree. Lifted into the air. Right center field. Who's going to run it down? That's going to be the center fielder, Sharpton, and he's going to retire Cornersville here in the top of the third, but not before Cornersville can put 2 on the board. They leave 2 on base, and after 2.5, Cornersville 4, Loretto 2.
A real outstanding football players was that year was Heath Springer. Heath did more looking in the mirror than he did most anything else. He really thought he saw something real pretty in there because everybody called him Hollywood. Most of the time that year when he was trying to block somebody, he'd just dive on his nose and get out of folks' way because he didn't want to mess that pretty face of his up. But the next year he came back and Heath got in that weight room, we got him developed somewhat and everything, and he became an outstanding football player. And I can say this without reserve, that Heath Springer is probably as good a competitor as I ever coached. When you put him on the field, You never had to worry about him taking a play off. He played every play at a high level.
Mustang Cafe, specializing in fish, steaks, pizza, and more. A reunion every day at the Mustang Cafe.
Make every play count. Go Mustangs and Lady Mustangs from the LHS class of 1983.
Mashburn's General Store, your authorized case knife dealer. Visit us today, Mashburn's General Store, 5 Points, Tennessee.
At Racehorse Deals, we stock quality used appliances at affordable prices. Racehorse Deals, North Military and Loretta.
Loretta Telecom is this area's trusted provider for all communication services. In addition to quality phone service, we offer high-speed DSL, MedAlert services, and more. Located on Main Street, Loretta Telecom began in 1946 with just over 100 phone lines. Today, some 5,000 customers enjoy Loretta Telecom phone and internet services. Call 853-4351 today. Loretta Telecom, connecting you to the world.
Back on MustangsTV.com, Miles Burks leads off the top half of the third, or I'm sorry, the bottom half of the third with a single into center field.
That makes Miles now 1 for 2. He flew out to center the first time. That's going to break the first baseman, Nick Green. Nick walked his first time up. First pitch Nick sees, breaking ball, stays up top for ball 1. Mustangs trail here, bottom of the third, 4-2. That's Cornersville played 2 here in the top of the third. 1-0 pitch to Nick. Called, strike 1, evens the count now at 1. Nice fastball right there by Sullivan. At the knees. Burks leads away now from first. And he's gone. First pitch up now is going to be in the dirt. Miles will get to second without a throw. Count now moves to 2-1 to Nick Green. Green currently batting. Got Mason Purser on deck. Pickoff move back to second. Burks back easily.
Good chance to get some runs right here. Got a man on second, nobody out.
Big hole on the right side. See if Nick can pull one over there. They're going to say the pitch hit Nick Green right there on the arm. That's going to put runners now first and second for Purser. Second hit batsman on the night for Sullivan. Burks at second, Green at first. The DH, Mason Purser now, who singled. Singled in the first, now steps in. First pitch he sees, breaking ball, stays up for ball 1. One-0 pitch now to Purser. Fastball swings through it right there. Throw down to second. Burks back easily. Count now moves to 1-1. Mason now digs back in, waits the pitch from Sullivan. Fastball tipped away right there. Can runs the count now to 1-2.
Nobody out, men on first and second for the Mustangs.
Mustangs fans right here, all you do, you just want to see a ball put in play, let the runners advance. Both runners now lead away. Purser is going to call timeout. Burks and Green now take their leads away from first and second. Miles stretches it out a little bit more. 1-2 pitch from Sullivan. Breaking ball stays up. 2-2 now the count to Mason. Four-2, top of the third, nobody out. Bottom of the third, rather. 2-2 pitch to Purser. Fastball driven deep into center. That's going to get over the center fielder's head. It lands right there. Burks, he's going to have to come around as Green's already on his heels right there. Throw going to come in. Burks standing up. That's going to be a RBI double for Purser. He now moves 2 and 2, 2 for 2 tonight. Burks had to wait to see the ball down to make sure he could score. Green, he was already almost up to second right there. He moves over to third. Mason now at second. Score now 4-3, and that's going to bring up Brandon Gillespie. Gillespie, a strikeout victim, his first time up. Sullivan now back to the windup. Nobody out. Runners at second, third. First pitch to Brandon. High, ball one.
Hey, go green, green.
Corners from out. They're going to bring the middle infielders in on the grass, try to save a run here. 1-0 pitch to Brandon. Fastball swung on and missed for strike one.
Evens the count up. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Sullivan now gets set for 1-1. Gillespie tries to lay down a bunt. It's going to stay foul. Count now goes to 1-2. 1-2 the count on Gillespie. Infield for Cornersville is in. Anything past them scores 2. 1-2 pitch from Sullivan. Breaking ball swung on and missed by Gillespie for out number 1.
Next up to bat for the Mustangs will be number 18, Chance Kennedy. Looks like we're going to have a conference on the mound, and also Coach Lamb going to take the chance to talk to Chance right here. Looks like everybody's almost ready to play ball.
Stepping to the plate, number 18, Chance Kennedy.
Kennedy gets his sign from Coach Lamb, now steps in. The pitch swung on and missed for strike number 1. Mustangs have runners on second and third. Wind up in the pitch. In there for strike 2 to Kennedy. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 4-3, Cornersville currently leads. Mustangs trying to change that. Pitch swung on and hit into right field. Catch is going to be made, and Mustangs started to tag, but Nick Green thought again and will not advance. So now that'll bring up Evan Robbins for the Mustangs.
And the plate catcher, Evan Robbins.
Robbins getting set. Now
Evan
steps in.
Evan hit his first time up. First pitch tipped back out of the screen. Strike 1.
2 outs now. Bottom half of the third. Mustangs looking to get another run or 2.
Hit here will definitely score 2. Sullivan now, the windup. The 0-1 pitch, low, ball 1.
Evens it up, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nick Green at third. Mason Purser at second. The 1-1 pitch.
Foul back on the right side. First base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
See if Evan can battle right here with 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. And Sullivan picks himself out of a situation. Mustangs now score 1 here in the bottom of the 3rd after 3. Cornersville 4, Loretto 3.
Are you reaching your athletic goals? Elite Sports offers sports-specific training for peak athletic performance. Call Josh Purcell for catching lessons, 931-242-6292. For hitting, Stephen Schultz, 629-4383, or David Weathers for pitching, 279-0574. Elite Sports in Loretto, Tennessee, for athletes at any stage in a sports career. Southern Craft Manufacturing in Loretto, Tennessee blends old world craftsmanship and modern manufacturing for a multitude of steel and brushed finish caskets. Founder Rodney Robinson is dedicated to providing the finest quality at the best value. At Southern Craft Manufacturing, we are committed to choice, with a variety of colors and hardware designs for limitless combinations. Southern Craft Manufacturing, North Main Street, Loretto. Toll free 800-413-1778.
Debbie Tidwell invites you to Destiny Salon. Call 853-3328 for your beauty needs.
Go green with Loretto Landscape. Call Jim or Lee at 242-4165 for your landscaping needs.
Augustine Lumber, your building supply company for over 100 years. 853-4898.
County Clerk Chuck Kaiser is committed to the citizens of Lawrence County. Go Mustangs and Lady Mustangs.
Back here on MustangsTV.com, getting ready to start off the 4th inning. We just had a little flash of lightning over on the left field side, and umpires aware, and they saw what was going on. They've been kind of looking around in the sky and to see if they see any more, and I don't know. We're kind of, in that point right now, Josh. Don't really know what's going to happen.
No, there's not really any expected chance of rain, but of course this time of year it's a little warmer than what it has been. You get a little moisture in the air, and sometimes you get a little lightning in the air. So we got a new pitcher now for the Mustangs here in the top of the 4th. It's going to be number 27, Jacob Laws. He's going to replace Hunter Ballou. Hunter went 3 innings. Gave up 4 runs right there. Had 2 strikeouts.
New pitcher on the mound, number 27.
Only gave up 5 hits.
Coming to the plate, number 2, Tate Lowry.
Lowry now the leadoff hitter for Cornersville here in the top of the 4th. First pitch by Laws, ball 1 outside. Lowry thus far 1 of 2 in the evening. Grounded out to third his first time up, singled in the second. 1-0 pitch from Walsey. Fastball, call strike 1. Nice pitch right there by Jacob on the outside corner. Moves the count now to 1-1. Laws, left-handed pitcher now, deals to the left-handed batter. Breaking ball, hit back up the middle. Hobbs played him perfectly right there. Throw it to first, gets away from Green. That's going to let Lowry get on first and lead off here for Cornersville.
Sometimes those routine balls are anything but routine.
That's definitely the case. That's going to bring up the left fielder, David Looney.
Out of plate, number 3, better known as David Looney.
David Looney going to step in for the Bulldogs.
Corners will have a little fun here. First pitch from Jacob to Looney. Ball 1 low. Looney singled in the first and scored a run, and in the second grounded out to third. Lowry leads away from first. Short lead. Laws gives him a look. Comes home. Pitch going to be fouled back to the screen. Evens the count now at 1-1. Top of the 4th here. Cornersville leads 4-3. Mustangs threatened in the bottom of the 3rd. Had runners at 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out and couldn't get any of them home. Looney digs back in as Lowry leads away from first. 1-1 pitch. Bunt squares around down the third base line. Out going to be made right there. Nice play by Gillespie to charge the ball hard and make the throw in time.
It's a great play
to retire Looney.
Tyler Lowry now going to step to the plate for the Bulldogs.
Tate Lowry at second now. Tyler Lowry, the center fielder, has walked both times. Tate Lowry leads away from second. Laws gets the sign from Robbins, comes set. Comes home with it. First pitch called. Strike one on the inside corner.
Just got some news. It's raining in Lawrenceburg and actually rained out the soccer game up there. So that may be where that lightning's coming from.
That is from the northeast side, so northwest rather. Laws 0-1 pitch in there, called strike two. Nice little changeup by Lawsy. You can see it now every now and then right there behind center field wall.
Yeah, I just saw a little flash.
Yeah. No streaks, it's just kind of a flash of lightning right there. 0-2 pitch from Laws. Swung on, grounded on the left side. Going to be fielded by Burks. Long thrower to first. In time for out number two. Long throw across the diamond right there. Good job by Nick Green stretching out to make the play. Runner for Cornersville advances all the way to third now. But with two outs, that's going to bring up the catcher, Aaron Fox. Fox grounded out to second in the first. Singled and scored a run in the third. Two outs, top of the fourth. Cornersville leading 4-3. Laws comes set. Still working from the stretch. First pitch into Fox. Fastball swung on, called right, strike one. Fox now digs back in and waits on the pitch from Laws. The 0-1. Change up. Lifted up down the right side. Robbins gives chase. He just can't get there before the ball drops. It's going to be strike two on the catcher.
Right in front of the Mustangs dugout.
Evan gave chase right there. It just wasn't high enough for him to get over and make a play. Jacob now works 0-2. Two outs here, top of the fourth. Jacob now going to go back to the windup. 0-2 pitch from Laws. Grounded ball up the right side. Green fields it. Gets to the bag in time to retire Fox for the third out. And after 3.5, Cornersville 4, Loretta 3.
Barry Doss, Tennessee State Representative for the 70th District, proudly supports the Mustangs and Lady Mustangs. Elect William Bottoms, General Sessions Judge. Courteous, efficient, fair. The wise choice. Paid for by William Bottoms.
Tailgate checklist. Cooler.
Check.
Chips.
Check.
Hot dogs.
Check.
Mustang gear.
Check.
Insurance.
Check.
This season, protect your team with insurance from Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services. Keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Call Loretto Insurance Services in Loretto today. 931-853-7126.
I'm Butch Toner, former head football coach at Loretto High School, and you're watching Mustang TV.
Everything you need for your home can be found at Green's Home Center in Lawrenceburg. Shop for plumbing, electric, hardware, flooring, and more. Owner Sean Green invites you to stop by Green's Home Center. Call 766-2257. And for hair to rave about, visit Stacy Green at Hair Rave Salon, 766-1111 to schedule your appointment. For floral arrangements, florist for all occasions, 766-1911. Green's Home Center, Hair Rave Salon, and florist for all occasions, 241st Street in Lawrenceburg.
Back on MustangsTV.com, we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Mustangs looking to add some more runs as Mustangs will have Nicholas Kirstings, Jake Sharpton, and Austin Hobbs due up in the bottom half of the fourth.
Kirstein's the left fielder for the Mustangs. Strikeout victim for Sullivan in the second. Mustangs currently trail 4-3. Bottom of the fourth. They have managed to play the run, though, in each inning thus far. Kirstein's now digs in and waits the first pitch from Sullivan. Fastball outside. Ball one. Sullivan now. Already in the windup. 1-0 pitch, ball two to Nicholas. Good night for baseball here in Loretta. 2-0 pitch now to Kirstein's. Swung on and missed for strike one. Hope the rain stays away.
Yeah, hopefully it will.
2-1 pitch to Kirstein's. Called ball three right there. Must have been a little high. Lightning a little bit stronger right there, and the umpire behind home plate noticed it.
Yeah, takes his mask off for just a moment.
A little bit heavier, a little bit brighter. 3-1 pitch to Kirstein's. Called strike two on the corner. Count goes full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And
Mr.
Henry Phillips said he saw all he needs to see, and they're going to send both teams into the dugouts.
So let's go ahead. They're going to get the field ready for they're going to go ahead and put the tarp on. And so let's go ahead and get a couple of messages in from our sponsors, and we'll be back here in just a couple of minutes.
Trust First Farmers with your banking needs. First Farmers for the life you lead. Member FDIC.
The City of Loretto Gas Department is a proud supporter of Mustangs TV. Go Mustangs and Lady Mustangs.
Assessor of Property Barbara Kaiser, providing courteous and professional service to all Lawrence Countyans.
Neck or shoulder pain? Lawrence County Chiropractic, 766-1024 for full chiropractic care.
Busby Church of God welcomes you and your family to join our worship services. With various ministries such as Youth Drama Team and Impact Student Ministries, we include all ages. Located at 19 Busby Road in Loretto, we invite you to 10 a.m. Sunday School, 10:45 worship, and evening worship at 6. Wednesday night Bible study begins at 7. Visit Busby Church of God, where you'll find a loving and caring congregation waiting on you.
Visit Leoma Tire Center, Highway 43 for your automotive new and used tires. Owner Randall Tees offers quality tires and service at affordable prices. All major brands of tires are available at Leoma Tire Center. Call 852-4833 today or visit us at 2586 Highway 43 in Leoma, Tennessee for tires, brakes, oil changes, alignments, and more. For quality service, visit Randall Tees at Leoma Tire Center. Independently owned and operated, stocking new and used tires.
Back on MustangsTV.com, we're currently in a lightning delay and what's assumed to fixing to be a rain delay. Josh, you got the weather situation pulled up over there?
Yeah, we pulled up a radar here. We've got just a little line of rain that's moved through Middle Tennessee all the way from the Kentucky border, and it's stretched down all the way near Lawrenceburg and Summertown with some heavy rain. In one little cell right there, the heaviest part of it's just west of Lawrenceburg and up around Summertown, and the lightning continues to get closer and closer. We're at the very, very bottom of this cell, and as the lightning's gotten closer, the officials have kept a look on it. One of the umpires right there, he saw all he needed to see. They've moved both teams to the dugouts. Mustangs are just going to tarp the mound and home plate just in case we do get some of this rain that may push through here pretty soon. If it does rain, it's not going to last long, so I fully expect, unless it's just a complete downpour, that we will finish the game tonight. But it's going to be just a wait and see game now, and to see how quickly this can push through, Kyle.
Yeah, so the guys are out there getting the tarps on as much as they can. We're going to go ahead and just mute our microphones here and see what happens as soon as the Mustangs continue playing, and assuming the game is not called off, we'll go ahead and come back and have the action live for you. We'll try to keep everybody updated on Facebook and Twitter as well about the game situation. So stay with us. Hold on. If you have to go, just stay tuned to Facebook and Twitter, and you can find us on there, MustangsTV.com. So we'll be back as soon as action's ready to begin once again. All right, and we're back here on MustangsTV.com. Had a little delay right there, and hopefully we ready to get this one in and get things back underway.
Game will reset here. Bottom half of the fourth. Cornersville leading 4-3. Mustangs are batting here in the bottom half of the fourth. Nicholas Kirsteins will come up to bat with a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tough spot to come back into as Cornersville now will change pitchers here after the delay. They're actually going to bring Crabtree in, who is the DH. He's going to come in to pitch now, be a lefty, so. As we said, Mustangs batting here in the home half of the fourth. Kirsteins will come up with a 3-2 count. Looked at the radar all day. They wasn't really calling for any rain or anything, and just had a sail pop up here in the last little bit, move through the entire part of the mid-state, and the bottom tail come through here. We never really got anything more than just a few sprinkles, but the lightning to the north was enough for the umpires to push both teams to the dugout and delayed the game for, I'd probably say, how long, Kyle? 30 or so minutes?
Yeah, good 30 minutes or so.
So we want to welcome back anybody still tuning in to MustangsTV.com to catch the last half of this game here from Loretto Lions Club Sports Complex. I know they just reports here as we're playing Cornersville. They talked to some friends and family back home. They had some heavier storms move through that area. I know they even had reports of hail up around Franklin, so we definitely skirted by with the least part of this little system that's pushed through. Temperatures probably dropped, I'd say 10 degrees now with a little wind moving in out of the north. So
yeah, definitely dropped. You can feel it much cooler.
We went from about a 75-degree temp at start to it's probably down closer to the low 60s now, at least with the north wind pushing in.
All right, back to the plate, number 3.
Nobody on for the Mustangs. Leadoff hitter Nicholas Kirsteins, 3 balls, 2 strikes is the count to Nicholas. Crabtree, the new pitcher. Sullivan went the first 3+ innings for Cornersville. 3-2 pitch here to Kirsteins. Going to be ball outside. Kirsteins will draw a walk to lead off bottom of the fourth.
No outs, so we'll go back to the top of the order. Jake Sharpton.
Sharpton, 1 of 2 tonight. Grounding out to short his first time up. Doubled in the second and was stranded at third. Kirsteins lead off from first. First pitch in to Sharpton, low in the dirt, ball 1. As we said, Crabtree, a lefty, just as Sullivan was for Cornersville. Sharpton steps in, also a left-handed batter. Kirsteins, short lead at first. 1-0 pitch in for strike number 1 to Sharpton. Count now even at 1-1.
Bottom of the fourth, 4-2. Cornersville leads
4-3.
Yeah, 4-3. I'm sorry.
1-1 pitch to Sharpton. Popped up, and it's going to get over the dugout here right above our heads, and that's going to move the count now to 1-2. Good lead that time by Nicholas over at first. He had kind of a bouncing lead over there, so just trying to get some kind of move by Crabtree. One ball, 2 strike the count to Sharpton. He digs back in now into the box. Sharpton now, fist ones to short, lined out. Shortstop makes the play. Throw back over to first in time for the double play. Kirsteins got caught off the bag right there on the line drive for the double play now. 2 outs here. Bottom of the fourth. That's going to bring up the second baseman Austin Hobbs. Drew a walk in the first. Struck out looking in the second. First pitch to Austin. Fastball pops straight up in the air towards the right side. Fox will chase after it for Cornersville, but it's going to get out of play.
way out of play.
Yeah, well, that wind pushing now out of the north. It's you need a little routine fly ball. It's going to be kind of balloon in the air and then push towards right field. Hobbs now inches up towards the pitchers now. 0-1. Ball 1 outside and low. Evens the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hobbs. Crabtree now on the rubber. Wind up and the pitch. Change up outside, ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
Bottom half of the 4th. 2-1 pitch to Hobbs. Low, ball 3. 3-1 now the count. Crabtree now back on the rubber, catches a sign from Fox. The 3-1 pitch to Austin. Lined into right center.
Good hit.
That's going to be dropped down for a 2-out hit right there by Hobbs. So Mustangs with 2 outs will put a runner back on to first, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Miles Burks. Miles flew out in the first inning to center, singled and scored a run in the 3rd.
Number 13, Miles Burks.
He'll come to bat here with 2 outs. Hobbs takes his lead over at first. Good size lead right there. Crabtree going to come home. First pitch to Burks going to be low, ball 1. Miles already digging back in. Hobbs takes his lead from first. Got a balk call right there.
Second balk of the game called by Mr. Henry Phillips.
Crabtree unsure of what he done right there, so they're going to say he flexed his knee right there. So that's going to move Hobbs down to second now. Runner in scoring position. Hit right here will probably score a run for the Mustangs to tie it at 4. Hobbs now out to a big lead out at second. Crabtree turns and looks, will deliver to the plate. Burks sees the pitch go outside, ball 2. Burks back in now for the Mustangs. Crabtree back on the rubber for the Bulldogs. Hobbs out to a big lead at second. He's going to bring the 3rd right there. Pitch going to be outside and high. Hobbs gets to 3rd standing up. Stolen base right there. He got that one on the pitcher right there. He got a huge lead out at second, and as soon as Crabtree got set to come home, he was gone and was 3/4 of the way before Crabtree even delivered the ball to the plate.
Chance to tie it up right here.
3-0 pitch to Burks. Fastball, low, ball 4. That's going to put runners at the corners now for the Mustangs here with 2 outs. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Nick Green, big left-handed first baseman for the Mustangs. Drew a walk in the first inning, got hit by a pitch in the 3rd. He is 0 of 0 so far tonight for the Mustangs. Let's see what kind of situation the Mustangs will put Cornersville here with a 1st and 3rd situation. See how quickly they take Burks and maybe send him to second. Crabtree now set. First pitch to Green. Ball high. Crabtree, since coming in, has gone deep in the count to every batter but one. Having a hard time finding the plate here. Working from the stretch. 1-0 pitch now to Green. Low, ball 2. I got a feeling Nick probably won't even take a swing until he gets a strike, and I don't blame him one bit.
Yeah.
No sense in running Miles to second either if he's going to put runners on. Miles now goes. Makes me eat my words. Catcher now throw down to 3rd. Hobbs back. Burks gets to second on a catcher indifference there. So Mustangs now with runners in scoring position, 2nd and 3rd. Burks at 2nd. Hobbs at 3rd. 2-3-0 count now to Green.
Not a bad idea there by the Mustangs. He throws it to second. You send the runner.
Ball 4. Hobbs going to score now as the ball gets away from the catcher. Burks will move up to 3rd.
Hey, he didn't touch the plate. Can we check if he touched the plate? Yes, sir.
They're saying that
they're gonna say the runner's out right there.
Yeah, said that Hobbs didn't touch the plate, and I saw it from up here, Josh, and it looked like a good call. I'll be honest.
He didn't. He never touched the plate. You had the pitcher standing right on top of it, though. That's what Coach Lamb is asking right there. But nonetheless, that's going to end the bottom of the fourth inning right there. Mustangs threading, can't come away with a run. And after 4, Cornersville 4, Loretto 3. Back in just a minute.
For fresh hand-tossed dough, 100% real meats, and fresh veggies, it's Papa John's Pizza, rated #1 in America for customer satisfaction. Order by phone 766-7272 or online at papajohns.com. Papa John's has been committed to only the finest ingredients for over 25 years. Always fresh, never frozen. Located on North Locust Avenue in Lawrenceburg. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
For the best old-fashioned burgers in town, visit Brimstone's Burgers, Baskets, and Brews on Lexington Highway in Loretto.
Call Bill Bradley for your chainsaw sharpening needs at 931-242-4401.
For country goodness in every bite, shop USDA-inspected Pete's Country Meats in Loretto, Tennessee.
For your next automobile, shop Williams Auto Sales at 802 North Locust Avenue in Lawrenceburg.
T.R. Williams is the right choice for the right reasons for Lawrence County Executive. He is very proud of the young men and women of Loretto High School. Call Doss Brothers Construction Incorporated for all your construction needs today. 931-762-1531.
And we're back here on MustangsTV.com. They go into the top half of the 5th. 4-3, Cornersville with the lead. Jacob Laws on the mound for the Mustangs.
Jacob came in and pitched the top half of the 4th after replacing Hunter Ballou. Jacob only faced 4 batters right there. Didn't give up a run. Pretty good top half of the 4th. So we got a sub into the game. Looked like Bailey Flatt replaced Austin Hobbs at second.
See if the Mustangs can get out of this one. 1, 2, 3.
For Cornersville now, top half of the 5th inning. It's going to be the right fielder, number 10, Hunter Talley. First pitch to Talley.
Oh, dugout shot. Oh, my goodness. That nailed somebody.
Austin Hobbs caught one right in the left arm, and he's going to walk it off right there. Talley hit a line drive shot
right at him
into the dugout, and there was no way anybody could get out of the way of that one, and Austin took one right off the left arm. 0-1 pitch now from Laws. Change up, lifted in the air. Let's see who calls it off. It's going to be the second baseman, Flatt. He calls off Green to make the first out here in the top half of the 5th.
Now to the plate, number 16, Kurt.
That's going to bring up the first baseman, number 16, Kurt Taylor. Taylor 0 for 2 tonight, grounded out to short first time up. Struck out in the 3rd. Laws already set on the mound. Wind up and the pitch. Change up outside, ball 1. Top half of the 5th, Cornersville leads 4-3. Laws getting set for the 1-0 pitch to Taylor. Fastball tipped back towards the screen right there. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike now to Taylor. Taylor, big right-handed hitter. Jacob Laws, the freshman left-hand pitcher for the Mustangs. 1-1 pitch to Taylor. Change up right there, swung on and missed. Count now moves to 1-2. Good pitch right there by Jacob. Kind of pulled the string and the bottom fell out of the changeup. 1-2 pitch now from Laws. Fastball up. Taylor battles off the pitch to stay alive in the at-bat.
Talk about those that are high. You know, a lot of times the batter, it looks so good to the batter, you can't help but swing right there.
Well, it's eye level. It's easy to see, and but it's just hard to catch up. 1-2 pitch. Laws comes back to the changeup. Taylor swings over it, retires him with a strikeout right there. First strikeout of the game for Lawsey. 2 outs, top of the 5th is going to bring up now the DH. It's going to be Jody Sullivan. Sullivan grounded out to short in the second, struck out in the third. First pitch from Laws, fastball, outside, ball 1. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Sullivan bats from the left side of the plate. Digs back in, waits the 1-0 pitch from Laws. Fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Count now even up, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch from Lawsey. Change up right there. Sullivan got caught right there as the pitch broke across and just did everything he could do to stay alive right there. Moves the count out 1-2. Jacob got him out on the front foot right there, and that swing was all arms and just fisted it down the left side. 1-2 pitch to Sullivan. Fastball outside, ball 2, 2-2. The count now to Sullivan. Jacob now in his wind-up 2-2 pitch, change-up, swing and a miss. And that's going to retire the Bulldogs here in the top half of the 5th. Your score, Cornersville 4, Loretto 3.
Elite Sports in Loretto, Tennessee offers serious sports training for athletes of all ages. Our hands-on training approach can increase core strength and stability while maximizing power and agility. Call John Passarella, 256-710-7412 for speed and agility training, or David Weathers, 931-279-0574. Call today. Elite Sports, we're training the best athletes for tomorrow.
Got a story about Aaron Ayton I need to tell you about it. He walked up to me and he said, Coach Toner, and I said, yeah, Aaron. He said, if we're going to win, you're going to have to be here more. Ty Gray made 24 tackles. Later on, he told me, well, Coach, I finally did what y'all told me, started reading that guard like I was supposed to, and I made all them tackles that night. He's one of the few kids I ever let play that had long hair, too. But he said he was Samson, so I wasn't going to argue with him.
At Southern Craft Manufacturing, our commitment to choice sets us apart. Using both old-world craftsmanship and modern techniques, we proudly provide the finest quality and greatest value caskets in the industry. Founder Rodney Robinson is a third-generation casket manufacturer, providing the highest quality finished product. Call toll-free 800-413-1778, Southern Craft Manufacturing on North Main Street in Loretto, Tennessee.
Back here on MustangsTV.com. Mustangs back up to bat. Mason Purser will get us started.
Mason 2 of 2 tonight. Got a single and a double with a few RBIs tonight for the Mustangs. First pitch from Crabtree. Change up in there for strike number 1. There's a big difference in Sullivan and Crabtree pitching. Sullivan had a lot more zip on the fastball. 0-1 pitch now to Purser. Little curveball in the dirt. Mason swings right over top of it. Now goes to 0-2. Mason's going to have to be a little bit more patient on those, as that one right there just doesn't have the zip that we've seen earlier in the game. 0-2 pitch. Purser fists one out behind shortstop, giving chase right there, and it's going to drop in. That's going to be another single right there for Mason Purser. He's 3 of 3 on the night. Good job of hitting right there. Great hit. Pulled his hands in right there, managed to get the barrel on the bat on it. Little looper in over shortstop, and Mustangs lead off single here in the bottom half of the 5th. It's going to bring up the third baseman, Brandon Gillespie. Gillespie now 0 of 2 on the night. Purser leads away from first. Gillespie tries to bunt. Can't get it down. Throw over to first. Not in time to get Purser. Gillespie trying to put down the sack right there. Pitch was low and away. Just couldn't get to it. Mason leads away right there. 0-1 pitch coming into Brandon. Ball's going to be outside for ball one. Count now goes to 1-1. Coach Lamb giving some new signs now. Mason leads away from first. Crabtree now throw over. Ball's going to be thrown away. Mason will at least go to second. Let's see if he brings him on. Coach Lamb waving him on over. Throw's going to come all the way across the diamond from the first baseman. Mason's in easy. So just like that, a throwing error on the pitcher gives the Mustangs a runner at third, nobody out.
Game time runs at third.
Mustangs in business.
Just got to get him home.
Infield now will come in. They'll try to save the run. Outfield's even going to come in now. Count is 1-1 on Brandon. Anything hard should get through the infield. And there it is right there past the third baseman. RBI single. Left fielder still going to throw it on home. It's going to hit Purser right there in the back. That's going to allow Brandon Gillespie to move on to second. An RBI single ties the score for the Mustangs now here at 4.
Send up to the plate Chance Kennedy for the Mustangs. Nice play right there to tie us up at 4.
Chance struck out in the second, flew out to right in the third. And really right there, KJ, unnecessary throw by the left fielder. There was no way he was going to throw Mason out at home. But
no way.
The bad throw right there allowed Brandon to get to second. Mustangs still with a runner in scoring position. First pitch to Chance. Called strike one. They're going to throw down to second. Ball gets away from short. Second baseman does a good job of backing up the throw, though, and Brandon will have to stay there. 0-1 count to Kennedy. Crabtree now back on the rubber. Kennedy digs in. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. Nice small ball baseball by the Mustangs as Gillespie was stealing on the pitch. Nice job right there by Kennedy hitting the ball back up the middle, and they scored another run. Mustangs now lead 5-4.
Bring up Evan Robbins now for the Mustangs as he steps up to the plate. Mustangs with their first lead on the night.
Evans hit by a pitch in the second, struck out in the third. Mustangs in business have played 2 here in the bottom half of the 5th. Nobody out. Runner at first. The big catcher sees his first pitch. Ball low and outside. Mustangs doing a little running here. I think they're starting to finally adjust to Crabtree, who I'd say at least 8 mile an hour slower than what Sullivan threw earlier in the game. Second pitch right there was way outside. Catcher done a good job just snagging it, keeping it in front of him. 2-0 count now goes to Robbins. Let's see if Kennedy takes off here on the 2-0 pitch. Short lead. There he goes. Low, ball 3. Kennedy in safely, stolen base right there.
Yeah, had it easily.
Mustangs now with another runner in scoring position. 3-0 count. Nobody out. Evan Robbins will be taking this pitch right here. Crabtree back on the rubber, 3-0 pitch. Up and away, ball 4. Mustangs now with 2 runners on. Got a timeout right here as we're going to have a mound meeting by Cornersville. We're going to have a courtesy runner right there. Luke Childress going to step out and run for Evan Robbins.
We'll have Nicholas Kirstein's up at the plate when play resumes.
Nicholas struck out in the second, walked in the 4th.
Let's go ahead and get a couple of sponsors in while we have a conference on the mound, and we'll be back here in 1 minute.
Your number one Mustang fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services, a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Loretto Insurance Services in Loretto today, 931-853-7126. Go Mustang!
We knew we were going to have a pretty good football team here. And then, of course, we went to Lawrenceburg. Loretta had never beaten Lawrenceburg, and when Donnie ran that touchdown, all of a sudden she said things started.
Back here on MustangsTV.com, Nicholas Kirstein's the batter. He takes strike one. Still nobody out for the Mustangs here in the bottom half of the fifth. Wind up in the pitch. Bunt shown by Kirsteins, but he pulled back. Runner goes to third, and he's in there safely. And he slides so hard that third base is out of the ground. So they're going to have to get the little spoon tool, I think it is, that they use to dig the hole back out over on the third base side. Now get that tool over there on the third base side. Mustangs will now have a runner on third.
1 ball, 1 strike will be the count on Kirstein's.
Is it 1-1 or 2-1?
1-1. It's 1-1.
1-1.
Yep.
Okay. Mustangs have definitely been able to plate some runs here in the bottom half of the fifth to take the lead.
Mustangs doing a good job here in the fifth, running on Crabtree. Crabtree's got a little bit of slower delivery, a little bit less speed on the pitch, and that's allowing the Mustangs to really eat up the base pass. First and third situation, you almost got to think Luke Childress will probably be on the move here. Runners and Kirstein get the sign from Coach Lamb. Childress, small lead over there at first. I'm going to say he's going, AJ. Nope. Little suicide squeeze right there. Nice bunt by Kirsteins is going to get a run in. Sacrifice right there. Can't place one any better down the first base line.
That was a great play.
Another run played for the Mustangs. That pushes the lead now 6-4. That's going to move Childress up to second. Bring up the top of the lineup now for the Mustangs and Jake Sharpton. Sharpton the first time up, grounded out to short, doubled in the second, and then lined out to short in the top half of the fourth, bottom half of the fourth, rather. 6-4 is the score. Mustangs lead. First pitch to Sharpton, low for a strike. Childress at second, 1 out here, bottom half of the fifth. Mustangs have played at 3. 0-1 pitch to Sharpton. Off-speed pitch. Stays up, moves the count out of 1-1. Crabtree back on the rubber. 1-1 pitch. Called strike 2. Throw back up the middle. Childress back easily. Count now goes to 1-2.
1 out.
Sharpton at the plate. Luke now out to a little bit bigger lead. 1-2 pitch. He's in a third. Sharpton going to pull one down the right field line. It's going to get out of play. Childress running on the pitch. Count stays at 1-2. Let's see if Luke's on the move again this pitch. Crabtree comes set. 1-2 pitch. Sharpton back up the middle. Gets past the second baseman. They're going to wave Childress in. Now they're going to hold him up at third. That's going to allow Sharpton to get to second. The throw down to second. Not in time. Mustangs now runners at second and third with 1 out.
Good heads-up play right there by everybody. Coach Lamb over here to hold up the runner, and heads-up play by Sharpton to get into second.
It was a good job by Luke here at third as he rounded third, and Coach Lamb gave him a late signal, but he managed to hold up as he rounded third, and then Sharpton took second on the throw. Another meeting out there on the mound for Cornersville. 6-4 your score. Mustangs runners at second, third, only one out. Bottom half of the fifth. Next batter up for the Mustangs is going to be number 12, Bailey Flatt. Bailey replaced Austin Hobbs. Here in the top half of the fifth, it'll be Bailey's first time at the plate tonight. Hit here will score at least one.
Coming in to hit, number 12, Bailey Flatt.
Flatt steps in.
Childress at third. Sharpton at second. Flatt at the plate. His first pitch he sees. Drops a bunt now. It's in the air. It's going to be down, though. Flatt chasing down the first. They're going to make the play at first just in time to get Bailey Flatt. But another run will come across for the Mustangs as Childress scores on the sack.
That play at first was really close.
It was really tight. Sharpton moves all the way now to third on the bunt. Nice job. Nice job by Bailey. Kind of got up in the air, but got it down in time to get the RBI sack. Refice bunt. That's going to bring up Burks. Burks, 1 of 2 tonight. Flew out the center. One single and walked as he takes ball one here in his fourth at bat. Scored a run in the third. Mustangs now have plated 4 here in the bottom half of the fifth. 1-0 pitch to Burks. Popped out of play on the right side. Evens the count up at 1. Burks manages to keep the inning alive right here. We'll have Nick Green up on deck. Burks dig back in. Crabtree comes set. 1-1 pitch to Miles. Change-up driven right back up the middle. Is going to drive in a run.
Great hit.
Single right there by Burks will play Sharpton, and the lead now grows to 8-4. Nice piece of hitting right there by Miles. Kept his hands back on the changeup. Drove the ball hard back up the middle for the single. It's going to bring up Nick Green now as the Mustangs have batted around here in the bottom half of the fifth. Green walked twice and hit by a pitch. First pitch he sees. Fastball right there called strike 1. 0-1 to Green. 2 outs here, bottom of the fifth. Mustangs up 8-4. Burks leads away from first, and he's gone. Green will let the pitch go by. Miles into second safely with a stolen base. Mustangs again with another runner in scoring position here with 2 outs.
It's been a very good bottom half of the fifth, Josh.
Yeah, Sullivan came along and pitched well the first 3 innings that he came in, and the weather delay caused Cornersville to have to make a change right here, and the Mustangs have really benefited with Crabtree in. Slow roller back up to short, throw across the diamond. We'll get Green at first, and that's going to retire the Mustangs in the bottom of the fifth, but not before they plate 5 runs to take the lead now. After 5, your score, Loretta 8, Cornersville 4.
We knew we were going to have a pretty good football team. And then, of course, we went to Lawrenceburg. Loretta had never beaten Lawrenceburg, and when Donnie ran that touchdown, all of a sudden she said things started flying up in the air and all this kind of stuff, and my wife just prayed that somebody wasn't holding the baby. They'd probably thrown the baby up in the air too. That was a great night for the city of Loretta and the town of Loretta. You know, it put us on the map basically, and the kids knew that too.
Teresa Duncan, Lawrence County Register of Deeds, is proud to support today's student athletes.
Trust Neal Funeral Home in your time of need. Locally owned, family operated. 762-9447.
Diverse fabrication, from customer-driven ideas to finished product. Call 853-5300. Think diverse.
For auto repair, Randy's Body Shop, 853-4320. We specialize in hard-to-please people.
Back here on MustangsTV.com, Mustangs have a huge bottom half of the fifth to take the lead 8-4 here in Loretto. Jacob Laws still on the mound for the Mustangs. He's had a good night of pitching, Josh.
Yeah, good 2 innings since he's come in and replaced Ballou. Ballou didn't even pitch bad the first.
No, he didn't.
First 3 innings he pitched, but scratch that. Jacobs come in and he's only faced 7 batters so far in the 2 innings he's worked. So had a 1-2-3 inning right there in the fifth, and Mustangs batted around right there in the bottom half of the fifth, plated 5 runs, and go from 1 down to up 4 as we move into the 9 o'clock hour here at the Loretto Lions Club Sports Complex. Had about a 30-minute weather delay, so that's why the game just now reaching the 6th inning. First pitch to Taylor, the third baseman for Cornersville, is going to be up and away for ball 1. Taylor in the game's lined out to center. Reached on an error in the third. 1-0 pitch now from Lawsey. Fastball in there for strike 1. Nice pitch right there in the lower inside corner. Laws now into his windup with a 1-1 pitch to Taylor. Change-up swung on and missed. 1-2. That's been the pitch that's got Cornersville so far, is that little change-up.
It's a great pitch.
Comes in with a good fastball right there, and then same motion, and then all of a sudden it just bottoms out. 1-2 pitch. Taylor chops down at it just to stay alive. Fouled off. Count still at 1-2. Law now getting set into his windup with a 1-2 pitch to Taylor. Another changeup swung on and missed.
He's just guessing.
And Laws made Taylor look pretty sick on that one right there.
Yeah, he did.
Out number 1.
Now to play number 12.
Already just in 2 1/3 innings, Lawsey already with 3 strikeouts. Actually, the last 3 batters have all struck out, so that's going to bring up number 12, Crabtree, the pitcher now. He's 1 of 2, singled in the second, flew out to center in the third. He sees ball 1 right there outside. Crabtree throws left, but bats from the right side. 1-0 pitch from Laws. Fastball up and away, ball 2.
2-0 the count, 1 out.
Mustangs for the first time tonight working with a lead. 2-0 pitch to Crabtree. Fastball called, strike 1. Count now goes to 2 balls, 1 strike on the pitcher. See if Laws comes back with that little changeup right here, 2-1. Nope, another fastball right there, this time on the inside part of the plate. Moves the count to 2-2.
Keep them guessing.
Laws now into his windup. 2-2 pitch to Crabtree. There's the changeup. Crabtree fist one back to the right side. Keeps his bat alive. I want to thank everybody still tuning in with us here on MustangsTV.com after the weather delay.
We appreciate you.
2-2 pitch. Fastball low and inside. Count now goes to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. See if Jacob comes at him here on a 3-2. Into his windup to Crabtree. Fastball called, strike 3. And that's 4 straight for Lawsey. 2 outs now here, top half of the 6th. We'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Tate Lowry, the shortstop. Lowry grounded out to third in the first, singled into the second, reached on an error in the 4th. He's going to plate now here. 2 outs here, top half of the 6th. First pitch, changeup, lifted out into right center. It's going to fall down. Sharpton going to come up with it now, throw it into flat, the second baseman. Cornersville, though, with a runner. Here with 2 outs. Good job right there by Lowry, just getting a bat on the ball, kind of lifted it out there into no man's land out there, just out from second base and in between the 2 outfielders. So with 2 outs, Lowry on first. That's going to bring up David Looney, the left fielder. Looney singled in the first, grounded out to third in the second, and then sacrifice bunt in the 4th. First pitch to Looney. Called, strike 1. Actually, I think it was Dan who singled right there in the first, and then
yeah, we had an identity change right there somewhere. So
0-1 pitch.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Change up in the dirt. Ball one. Well, these scores books, I think they get smaller and smaller as the years go on, and you've only got so much room to write names in it. So
you got to start abbreviating, and it just goes downhill from there.
Runner picked off right there at first. Throw down by Green is going to be a little high. Ball's going to get into the left field right there, but nonetheless, Cornersville will now have a runner at second. Nice move right there by Laws. Had Lowry picked off, but Green couldn't get the throw over the runner into second, and he's going to be safe right there. Nice recognition by Jacob to see the move. Try and pick him off. Robbins now step out there, have a quick talk with Laws, just to get straight on the signs with the runner here at second. 2 outs here, top half of the 6th. Mustangs up 8-4. Laws now gets a sign from Robbins, comes set from the stretch. The pitch to Looney, foul back over the screen. That's going to be strike number 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Looney digs back in. Laws leans in and gets a sign. 1-2 pitch. Change up, low and in. Ball number 2. Pushes the count now 2-2. Cornersville here, runners in scoring position at second. 2 outs. Led the entire game right there to the bottom half of the 5th. Mustangs played at 5. Laws now 2-2 pitch to Looney. Fastball up and away. Ball 3. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. First 3-2 count we've had so far from Laws. Payoff pitch to Looney. Driven deep into right center field. Sharpton chasing back into right center. Will make the catch to end the inning. So as we go into the bottom half of the 6th, Mustangs 8, Cornersville 4 back here in 60 seconds.
For your home, shop Green's Furniture Store Incorporated in Loretto. New furniture, appliances, and electronics are waiting. Shop brands such as Maytag, Lazy Boy, Amana, GE, Toshiba, Ashley, and more. Open 8:30 to 5 Monday through Saturday, closed on Thursday. Toll free 877-853-6140 or locally 853-6140. Green's Furniture Store, offering quality and service since 1944.
Looking for a church to call your own? Look no further than Busby Church of God in Loretto. You'll find a caring congregation and ministries such as Climbing for Christ, Impact Student Ministries, and more. Join us for 10 a.m. Sunday School, worship at 10:45 and 6 p.m. Family Bible Study begins at 7 p.m. each Wednesday. We offer ministries for the whole congregation. Call Busby Church of God, 853-6518, or visit today.
General Sessions Judge Patricia McGuire, honored to serve Lawrence County in General Sessions, Juvenile, and Probate Courts.
Trust your smile to Dr. Kurt Abercrombie at Green Hill Family Dentistry. Call 853-5908.
Auto Credit of Lawrence County is your premier pre-owned car dealer. North Locust Avenue, Lawrenceburg.
C. Brown Equipment in Loretto, your local Kubota dealer and service center, 853-6927.
And we're back here on MustangsTV.com. Go now to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Mustangs lead 8-4. Looking to possibly put this one out of reach, Josh.
Mustangs batted around right there in the home half of the 5th. So we'll have Mason Purser leading off again here in the 6th. Mason 3 of 3 tonight. 2 singles and a double and a couple of RBIs to go along with it. So Mason steps in to see his first pitch from Crabtree. That's going to be low in the dirt, ball 1.
Starting to sprinkle here in at the Loretto Lions Club Sports Complex. Now a slight rain. May finish this one in the rain tonight, Josh.
1-0 pitch. Going to be inside, ball 2. We had a little mist come up on us Monday night in the game, but about a 20-degree temperature change, so tonight not so bad. 2-0 pitch to Purser. In there, strike one. Mason looking all the way right there. Crabtree into his windup, the 2-1 pitch. Change up, and Mason drives it down the left field line. Just foul. One hop the fence down there. Probably was fouled by only about 3 or 4 feet. Mason done a good job right there, trying to hang back, but just couldn't hang back enough to keep it between the lines. Count now moves to 2-2. Purser digs back in. 2-2 pitch. Low inside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Mason. Crabtree into his windup. Payoff pitch. Fastball. Chop foul down here the left side. Mason stays alive. Mason now digs back in. 3-2 pitch. Fastball outside, ball 4. Mason Purser reaches base for the 4th time in tonight's game. That's going to bring up the 3rd baseman, Brandon Gillespie. Brandon singled and knocked in a run his last time up. Mustangs, since the weather delay and Crabtree's come in, they've really ran a lot on him. Let's see if Mason keeps it up here. First pitch to Brandon, in there for strike 1. Let's see if Gillespie maybe squares around right here. Takes a little bunt, Mason steals. Nope. Ball going to be lifted down. Drops in right there behind second base. That's going to be a single. Purser moves to second.
Bring up Chance Kennedy.
Shortstop almost made a play right there. Ball landed about 5 feet behind second. He just couldn't get there in time to catch it in the air. Mustangs already back in business with 2 runners on here. Bottom half of the 6th, nobody out. It's going to bring up the right fielder, Chance Kennedy. Chance struck out in the 2nd, flew out to right in the 3rd, but singled and drove in a run last inning. Also scored a run. Runner in scoring position here. Let's see if he can follow it up again this inning. Crabtree now stepping on the rubber, Person away from second. Bigger lead now out there for Mason. First pitch in to Kennedy. In there, called strike 1. Nobody really out there keeping Mason close. Let's see if he stretches that out even further. Shortstop now moving behind him. Mason gains him. Next pitch in to Kennedy right there. Tipped into the catcher's mitt for strike 2. (8-4) your score. Mustangs lead here, bottom half of the 6th. 0-2 pitch. Purser now has to go back as Crabtree stepped off the back of the rubber. Crabtree now back on, getting his sign from Fox, the catcher. 0-2 pitch to Kennedy. Up, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Chance.
Good eye right there.
We've got Mason Purser at second, Brandon Gillespie at first. The 1-2 pitch to Chance in the dirt, ball 2. Cornersville got to be careful right there. They're using the second baseman to try to keep Mason close. And they've still got the first baseman holding a runner at first. There's a huge hole over on the right side. 2-2 pitch now to Chance. Up and away, ball 3. Count now goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So after falling behind 0-2 right there, Chance has now worked the count full. 3-2 pitch in the dirt, ball 4. And the Mustangs now with the bases loaded. Nobody out.
Evan Robbins will be the batter for the Mustangs.
Evan struck out in the third, but was hit with a pitch in the second. Walked in the fifth. Bases loaded here for Evan. Nobody out. Cornersville bringing the corner infield first and third baseman up in, try to save a run. Evans hit by pitch right there. He's going to get the RBI, and the Mustangs are going to score another run. Second time Evans been hit. Mustangs.
Take another one for the team right there.
Yep. Mustangs now up 9-4. That's going to bring up the left fielder, Nicholas Kirsteins. Last time up, Nicholas laid down a very nice sacrifice bunt to score an RBI for the Mustangs. Catcher and pitcher having a little word out there for Cornersville. Umpire gets about halfway out. The catcher says, all right, we're ready to go.
Now the plate, number 3, Nicholas Kirsteins.
Mustangs right here, nobody out, bases loaded, can really bust this game wide open with a few hits. Crabtree now back on the rubber. All three Mustangs take their lead away from the bases. The first pitch in to Kirsteins, low in the dirt, ball 1.
Nobody out here. Mustangs looking to do some more damage.
1-0 pitch from Crabtree. Off-speed pitch right there. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Rain's kind of eased up a little bit. It's just more of a falling little mist sprinkle here. Kirstein fouls back the 1-1 pitch. Out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Nicholas. One-two pitch now to Kirsteins. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Out number 1 now. Here in the home half of the 6th is going to bring up the top of the lineup for the Mustangs, Jake Sharpton. Sharpton, last time up, singled and scored a run. He's 2 of 3 on the 9. He also doubled in the second.
Jake Sharpton.
See what Jake could do right here.
First pitch in from Crabtree. Fastball called strike 1. We've got Gillespie at third, Kennedy at second, Robbins at first, Sharpton at the plate. The 0-1 pitch to Jake. Change up in there for called strike 2. Count now goes to 0-2.
Bailey Flatt is on deck for the Mustangs.
0-2 pitch from Crabtree. Called strike 3. 2 straight now for Crabtree as he looks to get out of a bases loaded, no out jam. Flat now will come to the plate. Bailey sacrificed to get an RBI his first time up in the 5th here. 2 outs now, 9-4 your score. Mustangs have the bases loaded. First pitch in from Crabtree, up, ball 1.
Nine 9-4, Mustangs lead.
1-0 pitch into flat, low, ball 2. We're going to get courtesy runner in now for Evan Robbins right here with 2 out. That's going to be Luke Childress to come on the run for Evan. Two balls, no strikes. Bailey probably going to be taking this pitch right here. Pitch in now from Crabtree. Called strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to flat. Two 1 pitch now to Bailey. Called strike 2 on the inside corner. Count now even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch now from Crabtree. Up and away, ball 3, and the count's full. Now on the pitch, all the runners will be running, so a hit here will probably score 2 for the Mustangs if it gets to the outfield. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is full. Payoff pitch here. In the dirt, ball 4. Mustangs will play the run. Moves the score now to 10-4. It's the rare RBI walk for Bailey Flat. Miles Burks will now come to bat here for the Mustangs. Flew out to center in the first, singled, scored a run in the third, walked in the fourth, and then singled and knocked in a run again in the fifth.
Looks like we're going to have a conference to the mound, and Coach Lamb going to take a moment to talk to Miles over here. Burks now making his way back to the plate.
2 away now here, bottom of the 6th, Mustangs up 6. Crabtree now comes set. First pitch into Miles, up and away, ball 1. Miles drove the ball hard last time he was up in the 5th. 1-0 pitch. Down. Ball 2. 2-0 now the count. Mustangs loaded the bases, nobody out. Crabtree did a good job battling back. Struck out 2, but now walked in a run, and the 2-0 count now goes to 3-0 as Burks sees a pitch down and in.
Still a light mist falling here at the baseball field.
Count goes to 3-0. Miles will be looking this all the way. 3-0 up and away, ball 4, and the Mustangs now walked in another run. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Nick Green. Nick walked in the first, hit by a pitch in the third, walked in the fourth, grounded out to short in the 5th. Mustangs have plated 2 here, bottom of the 6th, lead now up to 11-4. First pitch to Green, called strike 1 on the inside corner. Mustangs have now batted around for the 2nd consecutive inning. The 0-1 pitch to Green, down and outside, ball 1. Childress leads away from third. Flat leads away from second. Burks away from first. The 1-1 pitch to Green, down and in, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Nick.
Mist now turning back into a slight rain.
It's got a little heavier now. Umbrellas have popped back out. The 2-1 pitch. Yes. Nick Green drives it into right field. It's going to get past the right fielder. That's probably going to score 3. Childress is in. Flat's in. Burks around third. He's going to score. Nick Green now going to try to come in, and he is in to third, standing up. A base-clearing triple by the big first baseman right there.
And that's
going to end the ball game.
Yep, the mercy rule is now in effect. And
that's going to push the score to 14-4. So just like that, the Mustangs were down 4-3 up until the bottom of the 5th right there. They played at 5 right there in the 5th. Come back with a bases-clearing triple by Nick Green to close out the score. 14-4 is the final. Mustangs come away with back-to-back victories against Cornersville. Kyle, let's get some words in for our sponsors right there. We'll be back in just a minute or so.
Riley's Restaurant in Loretto, specializing in the finest southern food, 853-6909.
Lawrence County Trustee Kylie Weathers, committed to quality service for Lawrence Countyans.
For checking, electronic banking, loans, and more, First Metro Bank, Lexington, Alabama, member FDIC.
Shop and save at your local Superama, Loretto, Lawrenceburg, Summertown, for the freshest in produce and meats.
Loretto Lions Club is a member of Lions Club International, the world's largest service club organization, with 46,000 clubs around the globe. Serving the local community, Loretto Lions Club gives sight through vision screenings and countless community projects. In addition to fighting blindness, the Lions Club work today includes aiding this community's seniors, children, and disabled. Loretto Lions Club, proud to serve this community and proud to support Loretto's Mustangs and Lady Mustangs.
All right, back here on MustangsTV.com, we're wrapping up the coverage here tonight from the game. Final score, Mustangs 14, Cornersville 4 in 5. Josh, our player of the game tonight, it was a tough decision. Everybody played pretty well in the end. Who are we going with?
Mason Purser going to be the Papa John's player of the game right there. Mason went 3 of 3, also had a walk. He had 2 singles right there and drove in 2 or 3 runs. Scored 2 runs also as the Mustangs got down early right there, but in the 5th inning, come back, scored 5 in the 5th. 6 runs in the 6th, closed out the game right there with 11 straight to beat Cornersville Bulldogs 14-4. Jacob Laws will pick up the win tonight for the Mustangs. He came in and did great work in the 3 innings that he came in and pitched. So Mustangs come away with 2 straight against Cornersville. So you like how they're starting to come around and play here towards the end of the season, and got to be happy with how they played after the weather delay right there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Came in strong after the weather delay and, did what we needed to do to get runs on the scoreboard. Like you said, Laws came in, he pitched a great game, picks up the win tonight in the rain-delayed ball game. So, everybody be sure and check out our broadcast calendar to stay up to date on when our next broadcast is going to be. We try to keep that updated every day as we know information. So be sure to check in with us. Josh, you got anything else to add?
I think that's going to close it out tonight.
All right. So everybody be safe. I'm Kyle Johnson.
This is Josh McDonald.
So long. Good night from Loretto.